Are you struggling to keep your warehouse or retail floor looking sharp and professional? You are definitely not alone. Concrete floors can be an absolute battle. So today, we're going to arm you with everything you need to know to choose the right cleaning machine and, win that fight for good.
And isn't that the truth? I mean, for any serious commercial or industrial space, let's be honest, that old mop and bucket just isn't going to cut it anymore. The grime is way too tough, the area is too big, and frankly, your time is just too valuable for that.
So, what's the real cost of a dirty floor anyway? Well, it's so much more than just an eyesore. We're talking about the first impression you give to customers, and even more seriously, some real potential safety hazards.
Let's really break down why just mopping it by hand doesn't work for big spaces. For starters, it's painfully slow. It eats up hours your team could be spending on, well, anything else. It barely even touches the tough stuff like oil stains or tire marks. Plus, you're paying high labor costs for a clean that's inconsistent at best, and at worst, it can even create dangerous slip hazards. So yeah, it's pretty clear it's time for an upgrade. And that upgrade, that solution, comes in the form of some seriously cool, specialized equipment. So let's meet the main types of machines out there that are designed to solve these exact problems. First up, you've got the walk-behind scrubber. Okay, think of this as the agile workhorse of the cleaning world. It's compact, it's super easy to maneuver, and it is absolutely perfect for navigating those tight aisles in a retail store, a small workshop, or even a healthcare facility. But what about those massive spaces? Like giant distribution centers or sprawling factory floors. For that, you gotta bring in the heavy artillery. The ride-on scrubber is your go-to for maximum efficiency over huge areas. Your operator can cover so much ground so quickly and comfortably. It's a total game changer. Now here's a fun one. What if your problem is both dust and grime? Well, the sweeper-scrubber combo is just a brilliant two-in-one solution. It literally sweeps up all the debris and then scrubs the floor all in a single pass. This is a massive boost for productivity, especially in places like warehouses where dust and dirt are just a constant battle. All right, so you know the players in the game, but how do you pick the winner for your team? Let's dive into the nitty-gritty with a buyer's checklist of the features you absolutely need to be looking for. You gotta think about cleaning width. The wider it is, the faster you'll get done. Bigger tanks? That means less stopping to refill and empty. The power source is a huge deal, and we'll get to that in just a second. Don't forget to check the brush pressure. That's key for a really deep clean. And you have to ask the practical questions, right? Can my team actually maintain this thing easily? And are parts easy to find if something breaks? Okay, the power source showdown. This is really interesting because it's all about trade-offs. Electric models, they're quiet, but you're literally leashed to the wall by a cord. Battery gives you incredible freedom and flexibility indoors, but, you've got downtime for charging. And propane? Oh, it's by far the most powerful option. Perfect for tough outdoor jobs, but you absolutely have to think about the fumes. So, with all those features in mind, let's take a look at some of the top-rated machines you can actually get your hands on right here in the USA. First up, we have the Tennant T500. This is a really well-known, super reliable walk-behind scrubber. I think its standout feature is the EcoFlex system. It's fantastic for saving water and cutting down on chemical use, which makes it not only effective, but pretty eco-friendly too. Now, for those truly massive industrial-scale jobs, you've got something like the AIOLITH F2225. This thing is a ride-on powerhouse. Its big selling point is that industrial strength combined with a gigantic tank capacity, which means it can just keep going and going and going with way less downtime. And if operator comfort is a top priority for you, and it should be, check out the AIOLITH AF2217. This walk-behind has an integrated traction drive. What does that mean? It means the machine actually propels itself forward. So it's pretty much effortless to operate, even for long shifts, which means less fatigue for your crew. And look at this. This table just brilliantly shows how it all comes together. It lets you compare these top contenders side by side at a glance. You can see the machine type, its cleaning path, its power source, and exactly what kind of environment it's best for. It's the perfect tool to help you start narrowing down your choices based on what you actually need. Okay, wow, we have covered a lot. So now for the most important part. How do you put all this information together to make the absolute best choice for your business? It really just comes down to 3 simple steps. First, get a real sense of your floor size.
That's going to be your clearest signpost pointing you to either a walk behind or a ride on. Second, match the machine to the kind of dirt you're dealing with. And third, and this is a big one, weigh the upfront cost against the long-term return on investment. We're talking savings on labor, water, chemicals. It all adds up.
And that's the crucial point, right? The right machine isn't just an expense. It's an investment in your business. It truly pays for itself through massively enhanced productivity, way better and safer cleaning results, significant long-term cost savings, and a more comfortable, efficient team.
Which leads to a really fantastic question to think about. When you're not spending countless hours on manual cleaning and you're saving all that money on labor and supplies, what could you reinvest that back into? It really makes you think about the bigger picture for your business, doesn't it?
And that, right there, is the ultimate takeaway. Choosing the right concrete floor cleaning machine is about so much more than just having a shiny floor. It's about making a strategic decision that fundamentally transforms your entire workflow, boosting your efficiency, your safety, and your bottom line.